are lots of single people these days. And if you're single and looking, you'll hear people say, oh, it's so hard to find love. Meeting the right person is just so impossible. I have to say, these people are totally right. Because if you apply the theory of probability to finding love, you might as well giving up looking right now. Because there are so many parameters that have to come together to spark love and make it last. My head explodes just to think about it. Your temperaments need to match, you need to share the same values, you need to be sexually compatible, and you should understand each other at a soul level. Besides, there are additional 132 items in your respective lists that you need to check off. From she cannot be a bipolar to he has to have a PhD in astrophysics. And of course, the person has to come into your life at the right time when both of you are capable of a relationship. Certainly now when you're all concentrated on watching the rerun of Breaking Bad. And on top of that, you have to really like each other. And that's the kind of voodoo magic nobody really understands. So yes, finding this one person in your small town of 3 million people is totally a losing game. In other words, what's the odds of you finding the right relationship? I would say 0 is the optimistic estimate. But before you get too discouraged, let me ask you this. What do you think is the odds of life on Earth? Yes, I mean the probability of complex intelligent beings emerging on the planet. Many scientists say it's pretty much impossible. You've got to have the right location in the right galaxy. It has to be the right sized planet, spinning at the right distance from the right kind of star. It cannot be too hot or too cold or too wet or too dry. And then on the planet, there has to be the right kind of terrains. The planet needs a moon and it cannot be too big or too small. And even when all these conditions are met, the planet is probably only capable of producing germs and other simple-minded creatures you're not very impressed by. Because evolution is another impossible event. So the probability of you, a highly intelligent, conscious being, sitting in a chair watching something called a video over this strange thing called internet is 0. And if you think of the odds, nothing in the reality you're living in today is possible. So now you know the odds of you finding the right relationship is as good as the odds of life happening on Earth, which is nada. So now we've settled the mathematics, maybe you can stop wasting your brain cells calculating the odds of finding true love. Because since your chance cannot be worse, why worrying about it? Instead, start enjoying our wonderful world teeming with amazing lives, including yours, and surrender to the fact that, just like life itself, love is a mystery that cannot be solved by logical thinking. Unseen forces in the universe beyond any of your calculation are holding your life together right now, at this very moment, and are bringing the right people into your life at the right time. And all you need to do is to remain open and willing. But maybe sometimes you're not capable of even that. I myself have been hurt in love, and so are lots of people. Many people tell me, oh, I've tried so hard, but I've been hurt so much. I don't know how I can open up again. And this is totally fine. How about simply accepting that you're not open and sit with that? Since you've worked so hard to find love, perhaps now is the time to let love work hard to find you. Give yourself a break. Relax. Because the power of love to make things happen is so much greater than the conscious effort of yours and mine combined. I believe that the same power that made life happen on Earth will track you down and drag you out, even if you're buried alive in a dark cave in the Himalayas. If love is in your destiny. And how do I know love is in your destiny? No, I'm not a psychic. But I know that as a prevailing force in the universe, love has the propensity to manifest itself in ever-renewing forms. You yourself is a manifestation of love. And since you're a part of this universe, there's no way you can escape being touched by love and being a carrier of love, no matter whether you're open to it or not. So although the probability of you finding love is 0, the odds of love finding you is 100%. So stop sweating over if, when, where, and how it will happen, because those are primarily not your business, no matter how it seems otherwise. And start loving and accepting who you are and where you are, because the irony is, that's how you make it easier for love to find you. What's that? What's the meaning of life? Well, Tolvin, hey. Tolvin, what's the meaning of life? Tolvin, look at camera. Tolfin, look at camera. Tolfin is a very philosophical dog, but sometimes he doesn't like to answer questions. Where does that question come from? I think meaning is something created by the mind. There's no independent existence of meaning outside of human consciousness. I'm pretty sure of this. But we take it for granted because it's so close to us. It's like oxygen. There's no oxygen in the outer space. So since it's all made up, you can just make it whatever you want it to be, as long as it makes you happy. For me, it changes from time to time. Right now, be authentic to myself. And see if I can survive to master being human my own way, while having fun. Hey, Tolfin, look at the camera. Look at camera. Hey, look. Hey, Tolfin. Hey, what's the meaning of life? What's that? Tolfin sells bully sticks. You're a smart dog. That's a good one.